Hello everyone, my name is Julie, and for today's daily touch point, we are looking at the book of 2nd Chronicles chapter 33. It is a story like so many of the other chapters we've been reading before of kings who stepped away from God, who did things their own way, who really made crazy, terrible choices that took them away from the ways of God, took the people away from the things that could lead them to life and to joy and to freedom and to hope, and instead chose their own ways. And it feel like it's chapter after chapter of these stories. And so when I was reading this, though, it made me think again about the story that Jesus tells of the father and his sons, and how the younger of the two sons wanted his inheritance, wanted to do things his own way, thought that life could be found apart from relationship with his father. And so he left and squandered the inheritance, squandered his life, and became almost like a slave, and was among the pigs and was eating the pig food. And meanwhile, there's a father still at home waiting. I think of the father on the porch waiting in hopes that the son will return. And when the son comes to the point where he doesn't think that he can still be a son, but just a servant, that he starts to go home, and the father doesn't wait for him to say he's sorry, to ask for forgiveness. The father runs towards the son. And as we read these chapters and stories, and over again, where these kings are choosing a path other than what would lead towards life. There's a father who is willing to forgive and is ready to run after the sons. And again, I feel like that is our story. That is, again, the story that we get to choose, whether we are the younger son who runs away from God and seems to waste everything, or the older son who feels self-righteous and feels like can do it apart still maybe from the father. Either one of those sons, they're both lost, and they both need the love of God, the love of the Father that is ready to receive us. And so today, as we continue to read our daily readings, I pray that God will remind us of the stories, the words of Jesus, and the ways that the Father, wherever we're at, is ready to receive us back and to celebrate and to allow us to be not just slaves or servants, but to be his children. And so may we find that story anew today, and may we walk in it. So be blessed, friends.